back to the channel. Well, I just sat and figured it up just a few minutes ago. It likes about 5 days, being 7 months since I've been over to the property. Everything that went on about a week and a half after I was over there the last time, I broke my hand, was in a cast for about a month, then had rehab after that. By that time, summer had already kicked in, and I hate to go to the woods and do anything when all I do is sit still and sweat. So fall is finally broke here. I am on my way back over there. I've got some chores I've got to do where it's been a while since I've been over here. I've got to cut out the entryway to the road that leads back to access where nobody's been in it. Saplings have kind of overtaken it, so I've got to cut all of that out when I get there. Hopefully where they logged the back property behind this one last year and cut across through this, the road's not in too bad a shape getting back there. So hopefully once I get that entryway cut out, things will be in good shape. I will get a little video when I get there on property so you can see what I'm dealing with. I will save you the boring details of watching me cut everything out, and then I'll get back to you after I get that done. We'll go from there. Well, I'm here and I'm trying to figure out what all I need to do. Get you flipped here. That is where I've got to go. I don't see a lot of stobs. Some of this need to be cleaned back. Looks like the biggest portion of it is going to be machete work rather than chainsaw work. That's good. Then once I get through this little section here, it opens up quite a bit. Well, that's what I'm faced with, so I guess let's get to it. I'll get back with you here in a bit. Well, I made it back as far as I could in the truck. I didn't want to come any farther. It was to the point that I was going to have to start taking the chainsaw and cutting down trees. Truck's only 150 yards, 200 yards from where I'm at. So I'm not going to fool with it. I'm going to leave it right where I am. But I have run into a dilemma. Let me get you turned around. Okay, this is where I'm at. As you can tell, I'm right on the edge of the drop-off on this piece of property where it borders the other piece of property. Down that way right there is where I stopped to have my little snack and cup of coffee in the last video over here. The problem I have is right up here in the corner where, as you can see, that big tree. Let's see if I can get it up there where you can see it. See the ribbon on that tree? That's the corner tree. And it runs from there to that tree right there, and then goes straight down over the hill. The problem I've got is there's the corner tree. Right about there, there is a gentleman who has a deer stand and it looks like he had a mineral block there, and he is deer hunting right there. So I don't know if this spot's going to work or not. Me and him are the only two people that have permission to be on this property, but I don't want to start building something here and screw up his deer hunting. So I think what I'm going to do for today is, real quick, I'm going to start me a fire, cook me some sausages, and relax for a few minutes, and then slowly work my way back that direction across through there and see if I can find any through there. The only problem is going that way, I get back closer to where that old abandoned trailer is, and the old man that lived there was buried just right out the front of his trailer. One, to me, that's holy ground, so I don't want to get up in there and start messing with anything. And two, I know from the property owners, every so often they get a lot of kids sneaking in from the property behind there to the trailer. There's all kinds of graffiti there. It's just demolished inside. So I'm trying to keep it away from there if possible. I want it someplace where the chances of somebody finding it are slim to none. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to collect some stuff here to start me a little fire, and I'll get a few things done with that, and then once I get ready to start cooking, I'll bring y'all back. Alright, it's been probably 30 minutes or so since I last talked to you. I walked the entire side of this property looking to see if there was anywhere else that was flat, and this side of the property that I'm on, the only flat places are out there where he's got his deer stand and around the trailer. So this side of the property is pretty much out. Now I do still have the whole other side of this property that I can use, and I haven't been on it as much as I would like to. So I'm going to hold off and do that on another day. I went ahead and fired up my twig stove. Didn't want to fool with making a fire ring or digging a hole or any of that, so I just fired it up. Getting things together here. I'm going to cook me a couple of sausages in a second. Made me a weenie roasting stick, so right now the main thing I'm doing is just kind of burning it off and drying it out on the end, where I'm going to put my sausages. I've got all kinds of, sorry, a little crooked, deadfall and dry brush around. That was another reason why I didn't want to really make a fire pit and deal with all of that. But I've got plenty of fuel here for what I'm needing. I'm just going to sit here and do that. Oh, I've got to get up. It stinks getting old. Have some water. Listen to the peace and quiet. Some of this wood's a little soft, but hey, it's dry, it's dead, doesn't contain any kind of resin, so it'll be good for what I'm doing. Oh, it's aggravating to go so long without a piece of property to use. And then to find one, have plans for it, and to find out that somebody's beat you to it. But that being said, this is still a good piece of property to come out and do day trips. And to kick back and take it easy. No complaints there whatsoever. But smoked sausage juice. Even right here where I'm at, it's kind of sag-ogling. Yes, that is a Kentucky word, sag-ogling. But still a beautiful place to be. I've had all kinds of squirrels that I've interrupted and bothered today, as well as some woodpeckers. I had them really fired up here just a little bit ago. But not a bad place to come to sit and take it easy and listen to nature. But every once in a while you'll hear an occasional car. I thought the guy who was deer hunting back here, I thought he was going to be back here too. Just a little bit ago I heard a four-wheeler. Sounded like it was coming this way, but it never made it. So maybe it wasn't him. All in all, it's been a nice afternoon. I'd see if I can find someplace on the other side of this property once I get over on it. If I can find a flat spot there, I'll put everything over there. I was really wanting it on this side, that way it was opposite the highway and a little farther away from the houses. But as we all know, things don't always work out the way we want them to. But for the most part, it sure is quiet back here. And I do enjoy that. I've seen a lot of areas that would be good to hammock camp. So that may be something I do before it starts getting too god-awful cold. Bugs haven't been bad. For the most part, so no complaints there. I don't know if any of y'all watch Bushcraft. But the shelter he's built is kind of what my plans are. As far as a permanent shelter, it's a freestanding 4-post shelter. Got a slant roof on it. It's probably 6 foot high in the front and probably 5 foot high in the back, just guessing. It's got enough room in it that he's got a bed across the back, a table made on one side, room for a wood burning stove, got a plastic sheeting that he can put across the front. To close it in cooler weather. I'd love to have something similar to that. Have something big enough that me, my little boy, and my wife can come over and stay in. She likes to camp. She's never camped out like this. Heard something, wasn't sure what it was. Turns out a squirrel. I know, it's bad manners to eat in front of you. But under these circumstances, I think it'll be okay. That was pretty good. I think we'll keep this little fire going and fix me another one. I'm not gonna bore you with making you watch me eat another one, so I'm gonna shut this off, sit here and relax for a few minutes, ponder my options, and go from there. See you in a bit. Well, I've sat here and ate a total of three sausages total. Felt like I made a pig out of myself, but I couldn't help it. They were good. Getting ready to clean up my mess. Still got just a little bit of heat left in my stove, but not much. That's a good thing about them little twig stoves. They cool down so fast. Oh. Since there's so much leaf litter around, wanted to make sure that's out, so I've drowned it pretty good. As you can tell, it's good and soupy now, not even steaming. Once I get everything packed up and get back to the truck, I'll show you There's that. Roll that off. One of the things I love about this little stove, once you take the heat source out of it, the rest of it cools down pretty quick. This piece here is the only piece that still got any real heat in it to mount anything. And that ain't bad. Back in my pouch. I have intentions, if I can find it, I'm eventually gonna make me a leather pouch to put that stove in. Oh. Now, there we go. That's probably taking Leave No Trace a little too extreme, but hey, it works. Oh, I'm gonna finish getting everything packed up, hike back to the truck, and then once I get in the truck and everything, I'll let you see the little drive out. You'll be able to tell that it's, oh, sorry about that, that it's not too far back in here. They've only got a little over 15 acres here, so it's not a real big piece of property. But it's been an enjoyable afternoon. So we'll get back to you here in a second on the drive out. Out here going out. There's the trailer. Like I said, I wouldn't park too far from the trailer. Sorry for the bumpy ride. I'm trying to pay attention to where I'm going. Get off her. Sorry about the bouncy ride. This is the only hairy spot coming in or out. And what it is, it's a wash where water runs across the road. And you'll see here when I put my front wheel in it. It's a pretty good little one. drove there from where I'd parked all the way back there in two-wheel drive and forgot I had it in two-wheel drive. Joys of having an old beat-up farm truck. Scrape it up against some brush, you put some more pinstripes on it, oh well. Now this little section here where you come out on the road's a little on the steep side, so this ought to be interesting. Well, I wanted to thank everyone for coming along with me today. I'm back home. I've cleaned up, showered up, made the wife happy, and got rid of any clothes that may have had ticks or poison ivy on them. She's deathly allergic to poison ivy. I mean, all I would have to do is take one finger and touch a leaf and touch her, and she'd just have a spot the size of a basketball from it. So I've got all that taken care of. Now comes the fun part of putting everything up. But hope you all found it interesting. I'll make another one here soon. Hopefully I'll get something squared away over there. If not there, I'm talking to two other people on some property here close to home that maybe something will work out with them. But again, thanks for coming along. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll get another one up for you soon.